Yeah.
His stepdad was on Banging on Wax?
Yeah. AWOL. He was like the hardest thing on there. These niggas that are having shootouts in the parking lot. He was like, my favorite part is when you diss Jesus. I said, what? This nigga is really, how do you know that? I didn't know you did. The fuck do you know? He wasn't even there. I think that one was like about Sherm or something like that. My plane is boarding soon and I'll be back when all my niggas on. I did this all for you. I put your name in all my favorite songs. I hope that you will wait for me, and I'm sorry if I'm taking long, but I just hit the stage and now they sing along.
Oh yeah, right, I call it Jug Season.
YouTube, it's your boy Jug from Jug Season. We back with another interview for y'all. We got my boy WestSide. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good.
Shit, always good. I guess the first thing we gotta address here is I fumbled the last interview. We did the interview, y'all. I fumbled it. It was me and my unprofessionalism. So luckily, bro's a real one. He was willing to come back through. We kind of changed it up a little bit as far as the questions. So we still got a fresh interview for y'all in many ways. And I was telling bro earlier, like out of all the interviews I've done, like out of I guess this series of my of interviews, you're probably one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Just because like you were just talking for real. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say because I
didn't have to pull talking out of you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say before. Because I was talking about it before. I'm like, yeah, nigga, like. Because you were saying, like, some people would talk too much. I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's gonna be me. I'm telling you right now, nigga. You give me talking about music, my kids, sports, I can't shut up.
So we're going to get straight to it. So, let's start with your early life, of course. Let the people know where you're from.
From LA originally. I always get, like, everybody asks that question, like, oh, where you from, where you from? It's like, me as a person, I say I'm from LA, I'm from California. I didn't start rapping it until I got to Arizona. I was only, like, 17. So it's like, but I've been here for a while, so it's like, but me, I still look at myself as a Californian just because, like, I don't know a lot of shit out here still, even being out here, but that's just because I be in the house. So, like, I had no more problem. Yeah, for sure. I had no more problem if I was more outside, but I don't be outside, so I'm just like, well, shit.
Okay. Something you mentioned last time that you just reminded me of was, like how you're saying, like, you still consider yourself from LA, of course, like, that's where you grew up, but you said you consider yourself as a rapper from Arizona.
Yeah. Just like, and it's weird because like it's not like anything to do with my sound or anything to do with camaraderie, to be honest. Because like I said, I be in the house and shit, but it's just like I feel like it's just one of those things I kind of gotta give at least the credit a little bit, because if I'd have stayed in California, I may or may not have started making music. Like my stepdad made music, so like it was already kind of like there, and my stepdad made the music, my mom was writing it. So it's like, that was there. Like, the foundation was there, but no one ever pushed me to do it until I got out here. Like, one of the first people I met out here was this dude named Rio. He's from Detroit. Yeah. He was telling me, he tried to get me to rap. I didn't want to do it, but it was like, that was like the first little inkling of somebody tell me to do it. And then sometime later, say a few years later, I met my homie Dre. Not Dre, but you guys know, but I have another homie named Dre. And he was the one that really pushed me into it. He was like, bro,
shout out Dre.
Yeah, he's like, oh, these big ass words, blah, blah. I'm like, that's a stupid reason, bro. That's dumb. But then, like, actually, like, I tried it out. I started doing it. And, like, anything I start doing, I try to, like, get really good at it. So I was like, shit, let me try to see if I can get good at this. And I did. And that's all him. So, and he's from here. So it's like, that's why I say, like, I feel like I'm from there, from here. So it's like,
And that makes a lot of sense, honestly. And I feel like people could respect that. Like, what's not to respect about that? Bro lived most of his life in Cali, came out here, and started your music career. So that's what's up. Okay, so something you had mentioned before, you kind of just touched on right now. You said your stepdad made music.
Yeah.
Your stepdad was on Banging on Wax?
Yeah. AWOL. He was like the hardest thing on there. Like, and I'm not just saying that because of my stepdad. It's just like that nigga has like a big ass fan base to this day. Yeah. AWOL has a big ass fan base. He's like on the little. I don't know if you've ever seen the little. Obviously, there's Wikipedia, and he's got that too. But there's like this different kind of like wiki type thing.
Is it Reddit?
Not Reddit, but it's like a thing called fandom.
Oh, I think I heard it.
Yeah, it's like it's another type of wiki, and like he's on that shit too. And then like there's people commenting like, "Oh, rip R.I.P. AWOL, fucking it's fucked up what happened to him." I'm like, it is fucked up what happened to him 20 years ago. What the fuck do you know? Like, or not even 20 years ago, because I was like, it was more than that. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's cool, but yeah.
There's a lot of hip hop heads that just be knowing crazy lore. Like,
hell yeah.
So he's just probably one of those people that serve. If you know, you know.
Because it was like it wasn't a little thing, but in the 90s, like when gangster rap was first coming out, like it was getting bigger because NWA is like the only gangster rappers. Them and the people that like them are coming out, and it's like, oh, this is a whole new sound. It's like NWA, they gangster, yeah, but like, let's get the actual Bloods and Crips. These niggas that are having shootouts in the parking lot.
Let's not get the actors. Let's get the
let's get the real ones. Like, not like Ice Cube and Easy. The thing is, AWOL was from the same hood as Eazy-E, so it's like them niggas was really.
Kelly Park.
Yeah, Kelly Park, exactly. AWOL was from Kelly Park, so it's like them niggas really. How do you know that? I don't know you do it.
Easy. I'm a hip hop head.
Okay, that's real shit.
I don't watch interviews of Eazy's son, all types of stuff.
That's real shit. Because I was gonna say, because I don't really. That's why I didn't mention it. Because I'm like, nobody knows what Kelly Park is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think that's a gang anymore. I think they're defunct now. But like,
for real. That's
the whole point, like, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you said your mom. I don't know if you had just outed your stepdad or not.
No.
But, you said your mom used to write the
Yeah,
raps.
she wrote not everything. Ain't like she wrote everything. Like this nigga didn't come up with nothing. But she was writing a lot of shit. Like fuck, because he has a song where he like used the jingle, not the jingle, but the melody from Waterfalls by TLC.
Oh, okay.
I think she wrote that shit. She was there was this one. I forgot what the fuck. But it was because I think that one was like about Sherm or something like that. Because they was just doing drugs and it was just
Sherm was popping back then.
Oh my god, my
Sherm
stepdad, these niggas was like big shit. Like my mom, because my mom was a gangbanger too. My mom and my stepdad, it was big shit, but my mom didn't do drugs. My stepdad, he would do that fucking Sherm. AWOL would do that fucking Sherm. Nigga would be posted. That shit how you stuck. So that nigga would literally be in the front yard posted, just on one knee posted, can't move. I see this nigga out the window posted, stuck. Like I'm knowing what's going on. You see a nigga ride by on a beach cruiser because we in LA, we in Compton actually. So you know you see a nigga ride by on a beach cruiser like California's number one like.
Yeah,
so
that real Cali vibe.
Exactly, especially back then, 90s, niggas is wearing their colors.
Oh,
so you see a nigga ride by all red. Look at this nigga, see what it is, and keep going. But the cool thing is it's a different time, so niggas wasn't just blasting each other automatically. Like niggas got blasted, but it was just different. It was just different. So that nigga seen it.
They had more sense.
But more sense and also kind of more respect too, because he was like, AWOL was like a big op, but it was like. Yeah, also a rapper. Niggas know what this nigga is. So like ride by, come back with like 4 more bloods and they'll just jump this nigga. You know how many times they jump this nigga in the front yard just because he's stuck off Sherman? Like nigga, stop doing drugs then. What are you talking about?
Hey, you know, sometimes you gotta learn the hard way.
Man, he ain't learned. Oh my god.
What's something about your music that you could say like your mom and your stepdad is like an influence that you still see to this day that might even be subconscious?
Influence. I can't say if it's like exactly to this day, but like everybody that used to listen to my music, like all my day one listeners will remember like when I would do my songs like hey yeah like I would start my verses with that little sound. It's like a little thing that was kind of like unique to me. Like I remember when I stopped doing it, so many people hit me up on Instagram and was like, yo, what's up with this? And I'm like, what? And they're like, where's the hey yeah shit? I'm like, oh, I don't know, I felt like I kind of grew out of that, I guess. And they're like, no, don't do that. Bring that back. I'm like, no, I don't have to tell you, but that shit came from my mom, and I didn't know at the time because I just was doing it. But then I remember hearing my mom. She would sing a lot. And that's another thing too. I guess I got from her too, was the singing. Okay. But she would sing a lot. But when she wouldn't know words, because she's like, I don't know, she hasn't always been old. But I guess maybe it's like a generational thing, because she was just not. She's singing, but she doesn't know the words. But no, it's like, because you know how old people sing songs and they don't know the words, and we singing. It's like,
just like humming along to it.
Shut up! If you don't know the words, stop singing it. But instead of like singing the words that she didn't know, she would do shit like that. And then so for somehow once I started getting into music and started to do like good music that was like more wavy type shit, like Doing My Thing or Honest or like On My Own, all those songs like that. I'm feeling that vibe, like I would do that, and it's like, you know, instead of being like a placeholder for the words like she didn't know, I use that as like, that's like my kind of jumping off point, like, you know, like Lil Wayne has a little lighter flag.
Yeah.
Like, every rapper has their little thing.
Yeah. So. What age did you start making music?
I probably was like 19 already.
Okay, yeah, because you said you was already out here.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you first started rapping, I know I asked you this last time, but I don't remember. You first started like more of like the melodizing, like harmony route, or you came into straight?
I was lyrical, miracle, spiritual, shit that you don't want to listen to twice. That was me.
Hey, there's a lane for that. I've been listening to that.
I didn't. That's the thing that was crazy about it. And it's funny because like I remember listening to Jid talking. I think it was like an interview or something like that. we say he doesn't even listen to other niggas that make the same type of music as him. I'm like, nigga, to make better music. Like, his music is good, but not better music. Like, nigga, get into a different genre. Then he's like, yeah, because he looks at himself as like,
hey,
like,
Jid, if you want to come respond, you know what I mean? Like, we unprofessional, we out the phone, you know.
He looks at himself, I guess, like a conscious rapper or like a, if not conscious, like basically one of them lyrical miracle niggas, which is cool. I fuck with that. But like, it was just funny. It was like, yeah, I don't listen to nobody else that does this. Like me, I'll make the type of music. I make the music that I like to listen to. That's why I moved into like that kind of like wavy type of way. Cause I like melodies. I like when people are singing or people like do a good run and shit like that. Plus, also, I started to notice like first of all, people weren't playing my shit more than once. People were like, oh, that's hard, and then that's it. And they're done with my shit. I'm like, that ain't what I wanted. What the fuck? Like, yeah, that's hard. I feel good at the moment, but I mean, that's it. And then also not just that, but it's like since I started off with that, like I put so much time into certain bars. Well, not so much time, but I put certain bars like I put so much time into coming up with bars, and like that's because that's the era I grew up in. That's when I started making music, and then I put so much time into it. And niggas wouldn't even get my shit. I'm like, that's whack as fuck. Like, you didn't hear me when I said such and such and such. Like, that was a bar, wasn't it? And like, everybody's just like, I like the beat. Like, oh, okay. And instead of being one of the people that's gonna be mad about it forever, I'm never gonna be like, I don't like being mad. So like, I'm like, okay, well let me figure this out. I can still put my message into this song and make it a wavy song, like you know. So that's kind of how I started doing.
That's fire. That's
never. I didn't have that wavy shit at the beginning. I was lyrical.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking because I don't know if you know, I used to rap back in my days, and I used to be fake trying to be lyrical miracle and whatnot, and I had this one bar about like a black card. I was 16. I didn't even know what a black card as far as like swiping, you know, like the rich nigga card type shit.
Right.
I was saying black card because my name Dylan and I was skateboarding and shit. So I was like, you can't pull my black card. And everybody was like, oh, that's cool.
That's a bar,
The bar meant something else. I was like, I'll let y'all run with it.
Because people will tell you all kind of shit. Like I had a song, The Weeknd, as I said, you was gang, but now you Pluto. I got juice, your thing, go who go every day, and boy, you only shine on Sundays like Menudo. That's just a bar like
that. Went over my head.
It wasn't that much of a bar. It was just like, oh, it's like you only shine on Sundays like Menudo, because you know it's like
Menudo.
Yeah, like you know, because that's what people eat Menudo. It's like on the weekend. It's like a weekend thing. Because I mean, I'll be with, you know, so I know. But some nigga hit me up was like, bro, I love The Weeknd, bro. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Like that. Plus, that was the first time that I ever had niggas like actually singing at one of my shows. I was like, bro, I love The Weeknd, bro. I'm like, hell yeah, bro, thanks. He was like, my favorite part is when you diss Jesus. I said, what? Like, I mean, when did I diss Jesus? Like, I'm like, what do you like? And it's so weird because I'm so funny with my fans. Like, I don't ever try to tell them niggas that they're dumb or nothing. Because I don't. Like, that's not what you're supposed to do. I'm like, but I had to like, what are you talking about? And he's like, the part you said you only shine on Sundays like Menudo. I was like, hell yeah, bro. Okay. Like, all right. Whatever.
Yeah, you got that.
Like, why would that be about Jesus? He's like, well, and he's like, well, yeah, because people only go to church on Sundays. I was like, all right, man. Okay. I'm not doing it. I love God, but like, okay, man.
You had mentioned shows. What was your favorite show you've done to date?
My favorite show is probably the one that I did myself, because like this is before I went to jail, obviously, because I know how to promote and I know how to like like market myself and shit. But back then I had like a little bit more traction, so I'm like shooting like, and plus I didn't have a car at that time, but like I knew somebody that did have a car, so they let me like kind of just go around the city and shit. Yeah, I was just, you know, and fucking just basically like I was selling tickets, and I would literally hit people up like, or just go to people like oh, I'll drop the ticket off to you, and it's like, oh, pull up on me, I'm in fucking Mesa. I'm like, okay, but But that was my favorite one, just because like we set it up on our own. It was my shows from my EP that came out called We Play for Blood. So the show was called like the We Play for Blood show. Like we promoted it like a cowboy. Like I've always been like kind of like this on the cowboy thing. Yeah, because like my mom used to love watching the movie Tombstone. Ironic as fuck, we ended up moving to Arizona because Tombstone's out here. But she used to love watching the movie Tombstone, and like one of my favorite. He's not a fictional character, obviously, but you know the movie is a little bit fictionalized. But like my favorite, like I guess historical figures would be Doc Holliday, because he was just talking that talk all the time. Like this nigga was drunk, and the nigga he was talking to, because I know I'm sidetracking, but like the nigga he was talking to was talking that shit. He was like, you probably can't even shoot me right now, but you probably seeing double. And that nigga Doc Holliday said, I got 2 guns. One for each of you. I'm like, nigga, that's a bar! Because there's one nigga standing there and is seeing double, bitch. That was probably my favorite show, just because like it was like, you know, we set it up, like me and my people I had around me set it up. I had 2 openers. I had Eloy Gabriel came, and he opened up for me. Him and who the fuck else was opening up? I forgot who else I opened up. But
Does he still make music?
Eli? Yeah. He's hella low key. He's good, but he's like hella low key. I put him on Blue Strips. I have a song called Blue Strips. He's on that with me.
Oh, okay.
But set that shit up. My homie Ducky, before he passed away, he hosted it basically. Like he was one. He had these motherfuckers moshing to my music. I'm thinking to myself like, I didn't know you could do that to my music. Like, that's another thing. Like people could do any fucking thing to some music. Because people tell me that they work out to Honest. I'm like, Honest is like a breakup song. But I'm like, okay, do your thing. And then somebody else told me some wild shit. I'm not gonna get into it on camera. But somebody else told me some wild shit about one of my songs. I'm like, that ain't what you're supposed to be doing to the song.
Hey, bro, I did a drill to one of your love songs,
like,
bro.
Okay. Just you do what you want with it, but don't put that on me.
But okay, so I obviously don't know what song you're talking about. I'm pretty sure it's from
It was
the
Honest.
past.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Honest.
It was
okay.
Honest. It was the first one that got like any kind of traction. The nigga was doing all kind of weird shit. Like, alright, bro.
Okay, because I was gonna say something we kind of got into last time was you're kind of like go from like the pardon me, y'all, the sexual bars into like the next thing you know, bro talking to Blake, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I like that, you know, of course it's like showing the duality in your music and whatnot.
Sure, yeah, I'm always on that type of shit. I'm always on that type of shit,
Yeah, nah, so that's what's up. So that was your favorite show. What was okay, so last time we was talking about John Doe.
Yeah.
And that's like your biggest music video as far as views and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's got the most notoriety, but what's your favorite music video you've done? And why?
I'm probably The Weeknd, for really a bunch of reasons, to be honest. The Weeknd, we shot that one ourselves. We shot that me, and then I had like a bunch of my friends pull up. So there's that, and then it's also like, that video was like, it was hella simple, but I coupled that video with a video that I made for another song that has like more like, you know, notoriety, I guess. It's called Fun. Yeah. Fun is like the others, and I made Fun after my homie Logan passed away, and because he was a suicide. I coupled the video for The Weeknd with the video for Fun, like not literally coupled it at the same time. I made the video for The Weeknd, so no one's knowing what I'm doing. Obviously, when the video for The Weeknd comes out, it's just me at my house, having a party, a pool party, you know, this, that, and the other. And then the video for Fun, because the song Fun is about how like we mask our depression and things that we're going through. Because, you know, like I said, I made it after my friend committed suicide. So, it's the same venue, same place. I'm in the same house, but instead of having people around, I'm by myself. And all the characters are basically played by balloons with smiley faces on it. And then I have the only balloon that has a sad face on it. But basically, like, but when you watch both the videos, you can kind of tell, like, they're the same video. Not just the same place. Yeah. It's just like, oh, this is like part 2 of the first video. That's another reason why I like that video too. Just like, I don't know. Plus, it was like the beginning of like a different era. I had just cut my dreads off because I had freeforms like fucking Jean-Michel Basquiat. Because everybody says The Weeknd. I don't say The Weeknd. I go Basquiat. But like I had like the Basquiat fucking freeform dreads. Yeah. I cut those off just because like, you know, it's not anything against them, but like I just cut those when my hair was shorter. Just
I feel like people would have probably judged you too.
For what?
Like with the freeform, they probably would have put you in that lyrical.
They did. They would have. Yeah. Not just that, but people like kept calling me The Weeknd. I'm like, bro, what? And then I had a song when I did Doing My Thing. Some girl I said, oh, you sound like The Weeknd. I was like, no, I don't. What the fuck? And it was so funny because the dude that I was next to, Tullis, he was like, bro, you don't sound like The Weeknd. She's just saying that because you're here. I was like, right, bro, what the fuck? You're not even listening. I should be mad as fuck, but.
Yeah, and something that I definitely appreciate about your music, and it shows in the videos as well, is that like. You make like conceptual type music, and even if it's going over the person's head, it's still there, you know? Yeah. Is that something that like you grew into as an artist, or?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't really like making point and shoot videos. That's why I don't know. So, and I think the reason why I don't like doing point and shoot videos is just because like I don't make that type of music. Like the music I make all has like a concept, and even when the music doesn't have a singular concept like that, I can at least do a concept from. I can at least come up with like a good concept of the video, like have my friends starring and everything like that. That's another big thing I do too. Like everything I do is just like in house. Like these are my people. Like I don't like to keep it like that just because like these are my people. Like I don't want to need to like go outsource people. Like, oh, I want to have to go get a random person to do this role, to play this role. Like, you know, I don't have to get this other person to do this. Like I know my nigga Gio, I know my nigga Toro, I know my nigga this, my nigga that. You can play this role or that type of shit like that. So
Something we got into last time was you did some time, you know, and you was falsely accused of the crime. Can you get into that a little bit?
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I mean, it just shit. I mean, getting to like the jail or like what do you mean?
First, I guess like maybe like what led to jail.
Yeah,
like a little bit of that,
just,
and then we'll get into like the jail.
yeah, just basically like I guess like a misunderstanding type shit. Like it was a situation where it's like it's like it was like an assault, but it was like obviously I didn't do the assault, but since I have a fucking history, what they call a history of violence, I was like the person that they looked at the most for it. So it's just like, okay. And then even though they never like were able to like prove anything, like I still had to go there and do all this time. The whole time I'm like, what the fuck, like, are you like? So it was like never a situation where it was like, oh, let's go to trial. It's like I'm saying the whole time, let's go to trial, let's go to trial. Because what the fuck, I didn't do this, blah blah blah. And it's like, and they're like, no, we're gonna do this. And I'm like, bitch. You're the state, like you're the prosecutor. Like, how do you not want to take this to trial? That's your whole fucking thing. You're supposed to scare me with trial. You acting like you're scared.
How am I scared you with trial?
Like, yeah, I'm like, well, you acting like you're scared. They didn't want to give me my discovery for like. I went to jail in May of 2023. I didn't get my discovery till November, so I'm in jail the whole time, not able to do shit, not able to even fight. I'm just like, what did it? Well, like, I'm telling it's cool as fuck because my attorney was cool as fuck. I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, I didn't do this, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I know. I'm like, the fuck do you know? You wasn't even there when I wasn't doing it. And she's like, no, but based on the police report, this, that, and the other, it seems clear. And I'm like, damn, I wish you was one of them cops. They just came to my house with all kind of rifles like I'm El Chapo. Like, the fuck? And they're talking about, like, we just saw it. Because I asked them when they came to arrest me because they had the marshals. I was like, yo, what was you going to do if I wasn't here? They're like, oh, we knew you were here. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I'm already hella paranoid. That didn't help that at all. I was like, how did you know that? They're like, yeah, we just saw you drop off a little girl at school. I was like, ha. Fucking goddamn. Like, that shit had me fucked up. I'm like, y'all follow me. That's great.
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah, for real. So, you said you was in LBJ last time.
Yeah, I was in LBJ for damn near the whole 2 years. I was in there from May. I was in LBJ from May 2023 to Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving 2024. Okay. And then I went to the hospital for like a week, a little bit over a week, because I got a spontaneous hematoma. I thought I tore a muscle in my leg. It didn't feel like I tore shit. It didn't feel like nothing. But I mean, my left leg literally couldn't fully extend. It was crazy. Didn't know what the fuck it was, so they called it a spontaneous hematoma. I was in that bitch for a minute, and you would think being in jail for all this time around a bunch of niggas, because I do not thrive around a bunch of niggas. I mean, you could probably listen to my music. You could probably listen to my music and be like, oh, this nigga don't be with a bunch of niggas. No, like, you're not like, cause I don't. Like, I was raised by my mom. You know, my dad is in my life, but like he didn't raise me, not. And disclaimer right now, that is not his fault. My mom took me from my dad. No shade on my mom, but like she told me that truth, and that's it. My dad was looking for me for this whole time. Anyway, moving on. Raised by my mom, I mainly had sisters. I mean, I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters, but I was mainly around my sisters. So I'm more like, I don't know, I'm just more like that, I guess. Man, so I'm around a bunch of niggas this whole goddamn time, and then you would think I go to the hospital. Of course, there's women there, nurses. Yeah. They come. I'm trying to tell you how dire this situation was. They come to me like there's multiple nurses that come into the room, and they have this shit going on in my leg. The doctors don't know what's going on. They didn't tell me that at first. Yeah. The way I found out was because these nurses kept coming in and they would touch my leg and rub and the hematoma is between my calf and my fucking thigh in the back. So they're touching, man. So they're in there rubbing on my leg. I've been in jail for 2 years. Obviously, I'm not touching the women. So and instead of like thinking like, oh, this is awesome, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? They're like, oh no, this is so exciting. I said, oh. No, and the reason why it wasn't because like, oh, I don't want like women touching me. Like, no, the reason was because like if this shit is so exciting, that's code word for you don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't want to be ground zero for shit. I don't want to be the first patient to have.
I'm not the live rat.
Right, because they're touching my shit like, oh, and you can't move it. I'm like, I can move it a little bit, like, but you can't fully extend it. They're pushing on my shit. I'm like, that hurts.
They testing out medicines on prisoners.
Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, like, damn, like they gave me a blood transfusion. They did a ultrasound on my leg. They put the little jelly on it like they do on the girls' stomachs and everything. Yeah. They put an ultrasound on my leg. They had to do MRI, CT scan. They did all kinds of shit trying to figure it out. You know, like, and then, oh my God. there was a fucking surgeon there. That motherfucker was thirsty. And when I tell you, I like to do voices and shit. Like, I'll fuck around like when I'm talking about certain shit. I'll do voices, but I swear to God, his voice was the thirsty nigga. It was like, like, I think we're gonna have to cut it. We're gonna have to cut you open. I said, what? Like, it don't seem that bad. He's like, yeah, I think so. We're just gonna at least look in there. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, he's like, but there's a couple other options first. I'm like, so.
How I know he really sound like that?
Because I swear to God, that's what it sounded like. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not playing with you to make this nigga sound bad. I swear on everything I love, he sounded just like that. Yeah. So I'm in there for a few days, and he's gone. He stops coming around. I'm like, wait, they got. It's funny because I was telling one of the DOs. I was talking to one of the DOs about it. I was like, bro, there was this thirsty ass surgeon here. On the first day, he was trying to cut me open, blah, blah, and he was laughing. He's like, for real? And I did the voice, and he's laughing. Bro, that same DO was in there when the guy comes back. I only seen this nigga twice. It was the same time he comes in. He's like, so Mr. And I'm like, I looked at the DO. He's like, like I told you, nigga, that's what he sounded like. He's like. And then, but when he came in the second time, he's like, so they seem to, like, he was basically saying, like, so basically, like, we didn't have it figured out. They don't have it figured out, but we don't need to do surgery. He was so disappointed. He didn't hide his disappointment. He was like, yeah, so we're not gonna have to cut you open. I'm like, thank you, nigga. What do you mean? That's bad. I don't want to get cut open. That shit's scary, nigga. Like, especially with you, nigga. You thirsty for it? Nah. Yeah. Nah, I don't want that. Thank God.
I feel like jail stunted your like growth as like an artist, or I guess from two angles. As an artist, in the sense of like making music in there, because I do know that you did write in there, but also from like a career standpoint, like point of view as well.
I say it didn't stop me at all making music, because I had a song that I wrote in there. It's really like a beautiful song. It's acapella. Like I didn't put no beat to it, but like I loved it so much. It's called Heartbreak Survivor. I wrote that song in jail.
Is that when I came to the studio that one time?
Yeah, Heartbreak Survivor.
I've been looking. I was scouring the internet.
I didn't post it. I
This was like 5 months ago.
Yeah, no, I recorded it, but it's all acapella. Like I didn't I was gonna like do all this other shit to it, but I was like, no, I'll just keep that song for me, because like, I don't know, it's kind of like my song, because it's like what I went through, and it's a real ass song, so I'm like, nah, I'm just keep it. But it didn't stop me in terms of like making music, but it did stop me for sure in terms of like traction, because like I said, like you would assume like John Doe was like the best music video I did or ever made. It's not true. John Doe's really disappointing YouTube video. There's nothing really special about John Doe except for like, you know, the editing was hard or whatever. It's just that was just the plays on John Doe was just a representation of the traction that I had at the time. Like, cause I never got 13K views on a YouTube video before, like, and that was just all real views. Like people were like, hell yeah, bro. Like Wsidemas dropped some new shit. Like people were fucking with me. People still fuck with me, but it's like half the people that used to fuck with me think I'm still in jail. Other parts of the people, another part of like my fan base before, them niggas thought I died. I'm like, oh my God. I disappeared for 2 years. Like, motherfuckers, that's not you in the industry and anything. Really, you gotta stay up to date. You gotta stay in people's faces. So, you know, but the cool thing is, like, I have all this stuff now. Like, I had all this music that I had to drop still. Cause like, I had one homie telling me, he was like, don't even drop that. I was like, wow. And he was like, cause it's old. I'm like, they don't know that. I make timeless music. To me, I feel like there's a couple songs maybe that I wouldn't listen to today. But like, every song that I dropped this year, niggas been fucking with it. They don't know that shit was written in 2020, 2021. People still listen to Coastin'. That shit was written in 2019. I dropped that. I recorded it in December, I want to say December 9th or something like that, because I just looked at it again. I think I recorded that December 9th, 2019, and then dropped it February, I think Valentine's Day for 2020. And like, but people still listen to it all the time, because it's like, it's a timeless song. So it's like, yeah, I'm dropping all that shit. I wrote all this. This shit is good. Like, Wild Boy's like one of my favorite songs I ever made. Like, me, I'm not gonna just not drop it because it's old.
Is it one of your favorite songs you ever made, like, in the artist standpoint of, like, the newest song, like, the newest stuff is always, like, one of the favorite songs, or is it just, like, just literally just your favorite song?
It's not my favorite. I probably would say, but it is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not my number one favorite, but it is definitely top, because I feel like Wild Boy is, like, the song where I really, like, mastered ad-libs. And it's, like, it's weird to be that reason, but it's, like, I really like mastered the ad-libs, like the way I did the ad-libs, and not just ad-libs, but like the harmonizations and everything like that on the hook. Like when I'm like, wow boy, wow, 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 all that shit in the background. Yeah, wow boy. I do that more. Like when I'm listening to a song, I don't even sing the actual lyrics. I just literally sing the background vocals because I love the background vocals, so I feel like I mastered that. And then I also, it kind of like started turning me towards like how you were just saying, like it'll be like, because you even brought up, because I know you're talking about Wild Boys, like you'd be like some sexual bars and then boom, right back to shit. It's like, like that's how I always have been. And it's like, you don't always put like your full self on a song when you're starting out. So it's like, that's how I always kind of have been, but then it's like, there you go right there. That's like, now I'm like actually bringing it. So it's like, I feel like there's a lot of reasons for it, but yeah, Wild Boy is like genuinely one of my favorites. Like even after it got older, it still was that, because that's a song, that was like the fucking, that was my LBJ 11B anthem. Like every nigga that was locked up with me knows that song. Like my nigga Keem, he knows that song. Fucking Salim, he knows that song. The nigga I just mentioned today already on my story, Zell, my nigga Zell, he knows that song. These niggas know like these songs because like that's what I was rapping in.
Like how come there's less music videos since you've been out?
Yeah.
Do you have, or are you planning on dropping any visuals in the time coming, or just Wild Boys?
Wild Boy, definitely.
It's not a music video. But.
Yeah, I'm definitely dropping more videos. I don't do videos to everything. I kind of never was like that. At one point, I was like, I'm gonna do a video for every song, but then I'm like, nah, I'm probably gonna do videos to songs that kind of like pop. Like to be honest, like if I don't have a video planned already, because I have a song that I wrote. I just recorded like 3 songs today. I have a song that I recorded, or I mean I wrote obviously, but I have that song and it's called Rich Girl Problems, and that song I want to do a video, like for sure, because that's like a narrative song. I have a few narrative songs. That one I want to do a video for sure. Like it's gonna be like a narrative type video. But like if I have a song that I wasn't planning on making a video for, and then like it pops or something like that, then I'll do a video. Like okay, well then that's some shit I kind of got from like listening to other independent artists. Like Russ said that shit. He was like, stop fucking making videos to every fucking song just because you like the song. Because then you get like 20 views, you mad as fuck, and it's like no one told you to make that fucking song. He's like, your fans are always gonna tell you what they like.
Which ones are right?
Your fans are gonna tell you. They're not gonna say, hey, make a video for this, because everybody's gonna say that for at least. But you're gonna at least get at least one person to say that for every song. Coastin' should have got a video, but like that came out of an inopportune time because that's when all this other shit happened with my case.
Yeah,
because that one is like the first motherfucking video I got like 50K on it, but they're like, so they like when I sing, like that was the first time I sang. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do that shit more often. So but yeah, it's just like I just kind of like I pick and choose really when I'm gonna do videos and shit.
We had some fan questions that were sent in, and a lot of these were good questions. So like even during like the last interview, I took some of my questions out because I was like, y'all got good questions. So one of the first ones is was writing music always something that always came natural for you?
I don't want to say it came natural, but in a way it kind of did, because once I got the basic idea from Dre, he was like, oh, you should make music. I'm like, no, I never saw myself as an artist. I never saw myself as like a rapper or nothing like that, because I just didn't have that persona. Like I don't want to say I'm not street at all, because that's not true. Like that's kind of what I was known for at the times, but like I have niggas to this day. The only thing they ever want to talk to me about is when I was beating the fuck out of niggas. I'm like, bro, that's not me. That's not who I want to be. And I've seen the results of having niggas scared of you. I don't like that shit. That's why I kind of dropped the whole thing. I was like, man, I'm not gonna be nobody ever no more. I'm not gonna do this, that, and the other, because I have niggas trying to kill me and shit. So so it's like that kind of like obviously linked into the music and shit. But it's like I feel like I wouldn't say it was like natural, but like once I started doing it, I'm like, it wasn't like hella hard. Like it was easy to learn certain shit. Like I said, the Gambino shit when he came out with Camp, and he was switching up the rhyme scheme like every 2 bars, or with it was Camp. It was on the album Camp, but it was Bonfire. And he's switching up the rhyme scheme every 2 bars. I'm like, I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to do every 4. Yeah. And then like just certain shit. So it's like easy for me to kind of like pick and choose. Like, oh, okay, well I fuck with the fact that Drake just said this hard ass bar and didn't emphasize it. So I'm gonna stop emphasizing every time I say something hard. And that's also something that was kind of like a progenitor for me to like. I said earlier, like I moved away from like trying to be lyrical miracle all the time, instead of being mad at other people for not getting it. Let me just move on. Let me do this. Let me figure out another way to do it.
Okay, so the next one is what was the first song that made you realize music was gonna take you somewhere?
Probably Honest. I want to say either Honest or On My Own. Like On My Own was a big one because like that was a song that I felt like was the best on the album. It didn't do all the plays, but it was the first one where I could see that I'm manifesting something. And that was one of the last times I kind of really was rapping about something negative. Because I didn't rap about nothing negative on my own, but like the album I had before that was just be talking about me being depressed and shit. I still put my like the fact that I have depression and shit and anxiety and shit in my music, but like I bring it up differently. But on my own, I think I remember not just that also because it was the first time I ever made like a hook. I didn't use it as a hook, I used it as a bridge. But like, cause I remember I said something like, "My plane is boarding soon, and I'll be back when all my niggas on. I did this all for you. I put your name in all my favorite songs. I hope that you will wait for me, and I'm sorry if I'm taking long. But I just hit the stage, and now they sing along to every song." That never happened. It didn't happen when I wrote that. I was fucking lying. And then I said that, but then like, time goes by. I had never done a stage performance before that. Time goes by, I start getting on stages, and at that same show where Pico was being a real ass nigga, made everybody stay there.
Shout out Pico. You got a cold ass shout out last time. Shout out Pico.
That's my nigga for sure.
You know what? Shout out you, bro.
That same show where he did that shit, I'm doing The Weeknd. That's another reason why I fuck with The Weeknd, that song. I'm doing The Weeknd, and I see this nigga standing in the middle of the fucking in the middle of the floor, in the dance floor, and I'm seeing them talking. I'm thinking I'm seeing them talking. You know, I'm just going on. Like, when you practice, like, the way it's weird to think about it, but, like, when you practice or, I guess, rehearse or whatever the fuck you care about your craft enough, you can be on stage singing a song and not really be thinking about the song.
Yeah.
In my head, out loud, like, I'm moving across the stage and I'm singing a song. In my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Like, and I'm not literally, like, I'm singing a song off muscle memory just because I practice so much. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what is he saying? And then I get back to this, singing my shit. Now I'm in my head singing a song, too. And I look over and I think the hook comes on and I got see, but he didn't look like he wasn't really bobbing like that. And then he started bobbing and shit. I'm like, this nigga singing my fucking song. Oh, this nigga knows the word. Like, he been singing the song the whole time. Like, this nigga knows the words of my song. What the fuck? And that's from the music. That's from the music. Like, and there's shit to this day. There's shit to this day that is like manifesting. It's like, oh, I said this in one song. I got a song highlights. I said some shit in the highlights that had not happened. It happened very soon after. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Like manifesting.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but like, because highlights hasn't come out yet, but also there's other reasons. But yeah, like, I said this, and I was like, I was just saying that it was a good bar, and then boom, it happened. So you're not finna hear me rapping about no weird ass, sad death shit. Like, nope, I'm not going to do that, because then it's going to happen, and I'm going to be mad. So
that's fire. Okay, so another one is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Same answer as last time. Fucking out of here, nigga. Like, not out of here. Like, Arizona's such a bad place to be.
He's leaving you niggas behind.
Nah, that's like shit. No, I don't love these niggas. Like, I don't really fuck with. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't fuck with nobody out here, but like, I'm really to myself. So it's not like I have like all these ties. Like, I gotta make sure I do this. Like, niggas didn't fuck with me when I was coming up. Like, I say that shit. But I said if niggas wouldn't fuck with me, now they can't fuck with me. Wanna link up? They just wanna cut from me. Like, niggas, like, no, you're not. No, like, cause now I see that niggas were kind of like. Seeing like, cause I've had a few people that have always been there. Like the nigga that was singing my song, he was an artist. It was fucking Roso Toddy. That nigga's a real ass nigga. I fuck with niggas that can be artists and still be fans too, cause that's how I am. I'm a real fan of Pico. Cafe Pico, that nigga is hard to me.
Yeah, you can't be too cool for school. Like,
yeah, motherfuckers try to put that role.
You all grew up a fan of somebody.
Yeah, motherfuckers try to play that too cool for school role. Yeah, but like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. So, but like when I say out of here, I just mean like I'm not finna be on the same. Like, I'm still making music, I'm just gonna be on a bigger scale. And it's funny because last time I told you that, and this is what I mean, like the power of manifestation. Because my girl always talks to me about it like that. She's like, the shit that you say like is gonna take you places because I said that to you last time. And today I basically got a manager. So I'm like, fire. And it's gonna like, and that's gonna help me.
For my boy, I'll have the dubs in later. You know,
yeah, right.
They're here.
But yeah, so it's like I said that last time. I'm knowing it because I'm believing in like everything I'm saying to you. I'm knowing I'm believing and shit like that. But it's like I'm already seeing it because I was just here like a week ago, and I'm already seeing little shit. I was like, damn. And then I just wrote these songs and I recorded the songs that I wrote today. And I'm like, yeah, because there's times, especially starting out, where you'll write a song and you record it, don't come out the way you thought it was. It's like this song was so much better in my head. But everything I recorded today, like I recorded some shit today. So I'm like, this is what's gonna.
Hey, that was every song I ever made. It always sounded better in my head.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
We got the next question is what encouraged you to keep making music in jail and not get overtaken by the fact you might not get out?
My sister put this heavy ass question in there, so thanks a lot for that.
Shout out sis, that's a good question.
Yeah, it was. I was like, God damn. Like, wow. But shit, like I don't know, just because at first there was a lot of anxiety. Being in jail is just anxiety. You know what's gonna happen from one day to the next. There's no programming. That programming shit you hear from the jail niggas or the prison niggas is in prison. Jail's not the same thing as prison. Jail is uncertainty every day. You're eating garbage all the time. Like the food there is so bad. But just like I was overtaken by it at first in a way, but I was never overtaken thinking like, oh, I'm never gonna get out. I am probably like, my girlfriend says I'm delusional because I say optimistic, and I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, you're delusional. I'm like, she said that's just a nice word for delusional. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, I never thought of.
It's probably one of those things when you look at the definition.
Like, no, you're stupid. Like, but no, like, because that's how I've always been. I've always been like the grand optimist. Like, I always thought I was gonna get out. Every day I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna get out of here tomorrow. Like, not saying I wouldn't talk to people and tell people that because people are in there and people are haters. Like, you tell them you're gonna get out and they just got like all the time. They'll try to fucking. They're gonna make you beat their ass. Cause like, that's how I always look at it. Cause I mean, I had to beat up people in jail because like, they forced me to. I've never been a nigga to like, I'm gonna fuck you up, but the niggas telling me, niggas trying to press me for weird shit, but I'm thinking to myself like, bro, on the outs you look like this, but most of the niggas that go to jail be on blues and shit. Brother, you look like you're a skeleton. You're not, whoever you were on the street, you're not that now. Yeah. I'm gonna hurt you because what the fuck, you're gonna force this. But
then
like,
the actual tweakers, it'd be like damn near the opposite.
Yeah, it's like, all right, bro, like, but you know, so you don't want to be like in people's face all the time. Like, I'm getting out of here. Like, so, you know, but I was always optimistic, but I just didn't write about anything at the time because like I said, I kept thinking I was going to get out. I was like, okay, I'm going to get out of here and then I'll write about this shit. And then when I didn't get out, obviously I did 2 fucking years. I wasn't just getting out the next day. Yeah. But then, I don't know, I think I started meeting other people that made music. Like I said, I met Drabo in there. He was cool as fuck. I met Keem in there. He makes music. Zell in there. They all make music. So like, then they're doing it, and then it gets out that I make music. I think I said it, obviously. And then like, oh, show us some of your shit. And I showed them. I showed them some shit, and they're like, oh, this is actually like music. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not just like, you know. But then after that, they was like, have you written anything? And like, I had this big ass dude in there named Snoop. He was always pushing me too. He's like, you gotta write some shit, bro. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. I'm like, let me fuck around and write some shit. That's when I wrote Hard Work Survivor. Cause then they kept pushing me. He's like, I want to hear something new. I was like, what do you mean? Oh, there's nothing new. I'm in jail. He's like, but you ain't got no pencils in here. Oh, okay. Okay.
For sure. So this one's also a good question. Was this one your sister too? Okay, well I guess I gotta ask it first. I highlighted something and like you read all these small letters. My bad. I'm autistic. My bad, y'all. So your songs, Old or New, meets a standard. Take any 2, and it's always been up there. Doesn't matter which producer you work with. How do you do that?
Okay, that was Abe. That was my homie Abel. I think this one, that's more like I guess when a lot of people start out, because I even did this too at a certain point, and then I think I changed my thinking, or at least let that thinking blossom when I met Turo. So at the very beginning, you're kind of comparing yourself to like the people around you. And then at that time I was doing that and my music wasn't that good. That was back when I was still on my lyrical miracle shit. Yeah. And then I started hearing other shit and I'm like, why couldn't I make that? Why couldn't I do this, doing that? And then my homie Turo, he's like a brother to me. Like he kind of was on the same type of shit because I met him. His music is amazing. Like his music's been amazing. Still to this day, he just doesn't ever drop shit. God damn it. But cause man, look. Anyway, so that should be pissing me off, nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you, that shit pisses me off. I'll be looking at this nigga like, bro, get the fuck out. He'll show me some shit, and I'll be just wanting to sock this nigga like, you're not gonna drop it, so why the fuck is you so like that shit pisses me off. Anyway, but he was on the same type of time because he had the same type of thinking as me. Like, nigga, we're not like none of these niggas out here. Like, we are really like in like the least arrogant way possible. Because I don't want to be like, oh, these niggas whack. But these niggas not me. That's why I always say, like, these niggas are not me. They can't be. Yeah. Same thing True has on. So it's like, I'm comparing myself to the niggas that's already made it. Like, niggas that's been made it. Niggas that's like,
as you should.
Not in my real competition, but in my head, because I'm delusional, that's my competition. Nigga, fuck, like, nah, I'm trying to make some shit. I'm trying to make some shit better than Drake just did. No, niggas not going to think that off the bat. But I mean, like, Like, I'm trying to do this, that, and the other. Like, just because Drake is already out of here doesn't mean, like, that can't be some type of shit that I can think of myself. Like, yeah, no. So, that's the reason why I feel like my music meets a certain standard, because I don't just let, when I'm in the studio and I make a mistake on a song, I go out and fix it. Some people just let that shit go. And I'm listening to the song as a fan, too. I'll play the song and I'll listen to it. Like, she said she was just in the studio with me. Like, I played it, I had a song, I just did a song called On Me. And I played that shit back, like, probably like 3 times. I was like, can we play it again? And like the engineer probably think I want to record it. I'm like, oh, I'm not recording. I just want to hear it. So like that's how too, because it's like, okay, I'm listening to my shit really like with a hater's ear too. I'm like, what could they say? What could they say? Nah, this some flash. They can't say shit. So that's really how that goes.
Okay, for sure. We got the Wild Boy performance. You know, it's going crazy. I seen even the other day. I saw someone comment on it on Instagram and say like, "How am I just now finding this?"
That was my brother. That motherfucker. What the fucked up thing about me is my brother pays so much homage to me. Like, he's a real ass name. That's my little brother. That's a real name. This nigga, because my name is WestSide, his name is Cameron. But he raps now. That motherfucker. My brother's so fucking cold. This nigga named himself Eastside Cam. So I'm like, all right. You gonna, like, I fuck with that. I can't explain how proud that makes me. Like, this. Okay, Eastside Cam. WestSide Moss, he from Grand Rapids, that's where he grew up at, but it's like, nigga, how you not seeing my shit? I be texting you every day.
God, like, you're
come on, nigga.
For sure. Is there any other upcoming music you got? That's funny, you know. I know so many people like that.
Yeah, like, nigga, what are you doing? Come on. He's like, how am I just seeing? It's like, nigga, you're my brother. You're my brother. But no, so I got a bunch of upcoming shit. Like, I want to say probably like Friday, the EP's gonna be together. I'm gonna have that all together on Spotify. That shit is already dropped though, so it's like, it's not like anything new. But the first new thing's probably coming in December. I'm getting with my manager. Just talk about how we're gonna handle that. So that's highlights. The last time I did my little freestyle thing, that was highlights. That's the song that you guys heard. Look at highlights. I'm not gonna do that one again. I'm gonna do another song that I did because I wanted to do it, but I didn't have it recorded. And now that it's recorded, now I can actually do it. But yeah, so I got a bunch of new shit. Like I said, I got highlights coming. That'll be the last time I drop this year, but it'll be in December, so it's not like, you know, it's gonna be like, you know, fucking a big ass gap. And now I got this other song, Rich Girl Problems. I recorded that today. That's a fucking banger. I gotta wait for the feature to come back on that. I got On Me. That's a song I'm gonna show you guys later. Shit, I got a bunch of shit. I always do, cause me. Some people like to hold on to music. Toro.
Yeah, you said that last
time.
But
I like to. I'm recording my shit. Here, take it. I'm gonna figure out how to make it blow up later. But right now, y'all can have it, cause like that's just how I am. I don't record shit to hold on to.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, y'all finna get everything.
Shit. Well, you know, as I said before, y'all, I'm unprofessional. I'm not trying to lose the battery or the interview again, but I really do enjoy interviewing my boy. I definitely want to start doing like still the Say Cheese Vlad route when they do like the reoccurring guests.
I definitely.
So you know what I mean.
This is my second time.
Next time you come through, hopefully we'll step things up. Hopefully we'll at least have a camera or a better background. You know what I mean. But I appreciate you for sure, family.
For sure, buddy.
Anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Shout out to everybody I know. Fuck it. No. Cause yeah, that's what we did last time. A shout out. So shit. Yeah. Shout out my mom. God first.
Yeah.
God. My girl, she's with me, y'all can see her. My brothers, my sisters, shit, my family, everybody that supports me too, so yeah.
Okay, fire. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We out.
All year round, I call it June season.